Right now on Sunrise, Minneapolis City Council members wanting to disband the police department. So what does the future of public safety look like here? Well, we're getting more clarification this morning.
A final goodbye to the man who changed the world. We take you to Texas as the family of George Floyd pays their respects one last time. Plus, balancing being black and wearing a badge. We hear from one officer on the front lines as people call for change within police departments.
The rain starts today and flooding possible. I have details this morning.
It's Tuesday, June 9th. KARE 11 Sunrise starts now. A rallying cry to defund police departments across the country. Here in Minneapolis, the city council is pledging to disband the department. This story is blowing up online, so we want to know, how do you think police departments should be reformed? Grab a pen, grab your phone, put this number in your phone, write it down, 763-797-7215. Text us. Join that conversation. We'll be sharing some of your comments coming up in just a bit. But first, we need to talk about the weather because it's clear skies right now, but this afternoon it's going to be a much different story. You can see the sunshine coming up right there. Tracy is tracking a whole lot of rain headed our way.
We've got two big weather systems that will be impacting our day today. So get out there and enjoy the few hours of sunshine we'll have to start off the day. But this cold front still draped across the northwestern parts of the state, still bringing in some rain showers out there. But then we have some cloud cover starting to build in from the south. That's tropical moisture associated with that remnant low of Cristobal. Right now 70 degrees, so those daytime highs are still going to be warming up. The winds have calmed down, but you can see 82 for us. Thief River Falls, 64. So that's where that cold front is going to be draped throughout the day today. That cold front is going to bring a good amount of rain. So I'll break down the timing for the rain coming up.
All right, a violent 24 hours in the Twin Cities metro. Two different police investigations underway this morning. The first is a shooting in Shakopee. It happened in the 2400 block of Paha Circle. Police say the victim was shot in the head and they've made an arrest. That's all we know right now. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. And in White Bear Lake, police are looking for someone who shot a father and daughter near a boat launch near Ramsey Beach. Police tell us the 5-year-old girl is in serious but stable condition. Her father is expected to be okay. No word on what led up to that shooting. With the majority of the Minneapolis City Council pledging to disband the police department, a lot of you concerned about the future of public safety. Ellery McCardle joins us live from City Hall. And Ellery, we're getting more clarification on this morning.
Yeah, that's right, Gia. You know, there are short-term goals and there are long-term goals that these city council members have. So, for example, early as this month, the council wants to divert funds from MPD and put that into community services. Now, long term, they just want to get rid of MPD and instead put in a new system that focuses on de-escalation. So, for example, they're thinking mental health calls or drug overdoses could be handled by specialized social workers, people who are not armed. And when it comes to investigations and other emergencies, council members say they don't know how a new system would handle those situations. That's why they're spending several months getting input from the community.
I don't want there to be this confusion of just, well, there's going to be nobody doing anything. There's going to be nobody solving murders. No, we're absolutely going to make sure that there are systems in place to address, an active shooter situation, for example.
What I would say is, who's going to do the job? Who will do it? I don't want them to jump into something quickly without thinking through all of the process.
Now, you heard concern there from a former law enforcement trainer about how practical this major change could be. So disbanding the police department would likely require an amendment to the city charter and then a public vote. Mayor Jacob Frey disagrees with abolishing the police department, saying he'd rather focus on changing the police union contract. Now, just yesterday, a big change came when Hennepin County Court ruled on this order that requires MPD to make immediate changes, and the full list of those changes is at KARE11.com. But among those is police officers can no longer use chokeholds or neck restraints, and officers who witness other officers doing such acts or unauthorized use of force have to intervene in those situations. Gia?
Yeah, the beginning of some major discussions and potential changes, Ellery. Thank you. Well, according to the White House, President Trump is appalled by the police defunding movement. A spokesperson for the president's Democratic rival, or most likely Democratic rival, Joe Biden, said Biden is also opposed to defunding the police, but is calling for significant reforms. Meanwhile, Democrats in Washington are unveiling their own proposal. They want to ban chokeholds and make it easier to prosecute an officer. They also want to create a national database of police misconduct. Their ideas face an uphill battle, though, in the Republican Senate. Of course, this all comes as friends and family gather to mourn George Floyd. Today, there will be a funeral service in Houston to honor his life. Teresa Woodard from our sister station is walking us through the emotional day ahead.
Outside this church yesterday, we heard over and over again that George Floyd's death has changed the world. It's going to be a while before we know if his death actually changes the world, but we know for certain some hearts have changed.
Despite a pandemic, despite awful heat, despite an awful past.
It's been 400 years, over 400 years.
Is it because we black?
Second blue line. How many? Mask up, please.
Thousands stood in line for hours to view George Floyd's body.
I need you to mask all the way up.
I had to be here for this.
Don Murray came despite his cane, despite his history.
For my family, all my life, they've looked down on black people. And I feel sorry for them. I'm hoping that some of them may be watching this today.
Grief is often private.
Anyhow.
There is nothing private about Floyd's funeral.
I wore this tie on purpose. This is in honor of George Floyd.
There was nothing private about his death.
Do you believe there should be some statewide policy?
But public outrage.
But look at all these people, all races, come together.
Sparked personal reckonings.
We're friends now, right?
We're friends.
Former Vice President Joe Biden was in Houston as well yesterday, and he met privately with the Floyd family. He was also expected to tape a video message that will be played at Floyd's funeral later today. In Houston, I'm Teresa Woodard. Now back to you.
Heartening to see some of those relationships and conversations happening there. Well, Craig Melvin will also be live from Houston this morning, and you can catch his preview of the event on the Today Show that starts at 7 right after sunrise. Floyd's funeral comes as the ex-officer charged with killing him sits behind bars. Former officer Derek Chauvin faced a judge for the first time over a video link yesterday. He's charged with second-degree murder and manslaughter. A judge set bail at $1.25 million with conditions including supervised release and surrendering any firearms. Meanwhile, a lawyer for another officer involved in Floyd's death, Thomas Lane, says Floyd resisted arrest.
He didn't do anything wrong. He was a police officer trying to do his job.
Lawyer Earl Gray also says Lane was only a cop for 4 days. Lane is now in solitary confinement, accused of aiding and abetting second-degree murder. Gray says he plans to subpoena the unreleased body camera video as part of a future motion to dismiss that case. Officers dressed in tactical gear standing toe-to-toe with protesters. It's a scene we're seeing all across the country as thousands protest the death of George Floyd. While the protests are now mostly peaceful, calls for racial equality and demands to end police brutality are far from over. For D.C., Officer Hakeem Tate is in a tough spot. He's a 16-year veteran with the police department and also a black man wearing a badge. Tate can only describe what it's been like working on the front lines while thousands protest racial injustices as intense as this.
It hurt, it hurt, and it keeps happening time and time again. So the change needs to happen. Sometimes, when I'm sitting in the car, like before I go in the house, I gotta decompress. I gotta take deep breaths, man. And sometimes I cry because it's painful to see what the world has come to.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Tate is the first to admit things are not perfect with law enforcement agencies across the country. He says he actually grew up not liking cops at all, but he says he got older and then he wanted to make a change from the inside.
From a very early age, I understood what F12 meant, and that was put in my heart without me really even understanding the total dynamics of what needed to be and how things could change. I'm able to be compassionate. I'm able to be understanding to the culture of our people, of Black people.
And Tate is now urging people to have real, candid conversations with police officers to see things from both sides. Such an important perspective to have. Tracy, let's go to you now with our One Thing weather.
Rain starts this afternoon and we are expecting 2 to 3 inches. So the metro area under some flash flood watches. Some localized spots could have more than 4 inches of rain by Wednesday.
Well, now to the digital dive. This story has well over 500 comments and counting on our KARE 11 Facebook page. We're finally learning a little bit more about Minnesota's most famous sign language interpreter. This is Nick Zapko. You've almost certainly seen her standing next to Governor Walz during his countless press briefings over the past few months. For the past 5 decades, Nick has had to interpret the world around her. She tells us she grew up deaf, and in the 70s and 80s, there weren't as many ASL interpreters, so she wanted to change that.
ASL wasn't even recognized as a language. It was frustrating, the barriers to information. I saw it everywhere. And I noticed the community was also frustrated. Caption didn't always fit. Sometimes caption was on, sometimes we didn't have access to it. The point is, I saw lots and lots of frustration. I took that in personally.
So Nick made a career out of giving the deaf community better access to information, and she tells us through an interpreter that she's creating a connection with the audience, and by emphasizing words, she compares to what many of us seek in tone.
But the deaf community has for a long time said, we need access, we need ASL interpreters, and they'd say, you have closed caption. We said, no, it's English, it's English. It's not always accurate either. And real time sometimes is delayed anyway. So it's not the same as our language, American Sign Language, and we've been begging for this, and this situation might have moved it.
Well, Nick, who has since gone viral, says she reads every single tweet and Facebook message that you've sent her way, and she truly appreciates them all. And with all the praise I saw online for her, I also saw this question from a lot of you. Kelly here asks, if she can't hear, how does she know what to sign? A teleprompter. And how does she know where the emphasis is? And to answer that question, Nick actually shared this picture on Twitter. As you can see, there's a hearing interpreter that signs the message to Nick, and then she relays the message to the audience watching at home and in the audience there. And again, her animation and her expression is not to editorialize or sensationalize anything whatsoever. It's to mimic the meaning of the person speaking. So we got to know a little bit more about the ASL community, Gia, and a little bit about Nick.
Yeah, and someone who is so captivating. Sometimes you just want to look at Nick to see what she's doing. But yeah, I just think she's so cool. Alicia, thanks for sharing a little bit about her with us. Well, viral claims about the death of George Floyd have flooded feeds around the world. After the break, our Verify team looks into some of the most shared posts. And having a conversation about race can be difficult. That's even more true when talking to your kids. Tips from an expert to keep your little ones informed and part of the conversation.